Hi everyone, I'm Apollonia Ponti, your love, dating, and relationship coach. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to avoid the friend zone. This video is particularly for men, as I'm going to discuss how to avoid the friend zone when it comes to women. I know us women can give you mixed emotions, and we can sometimes feel like we are all over the place. I mean, come on. It takes us hours to find the perfect outfit and the perfect shoes to match. So imagine on finding a partner. But in this video, I'm going to get specifically down to the two things that we decide when it comes to relationships. When we start dating men, we think, are they going to be relationship material or are they going to be friend zone material? So be sure to listen up. I'll discuss two parts, like I said in this video, when you're courting her and when you're trying to make the move. These are the two parts that I will discuss. The first tip that I'm going to go into right now is courting. So I want to start off with a couple scenarios. The first scenarios are going to be when it comes to text messaging. This is what you don't do when you like a woman. Don't text her and say, hey buddy, hey friend, or what's up? Or reply to one of her text messages and just say, haha, true, true. Replying, aw, so cute to a photo that she probably sent you, or saying, aw, so cute to a photo that she posted on social media, kind of rubs her the wrong way. Now, I'm gonna go into body language. Body language, not opening up the doors for her when you guys go out, maybe laughing and punching her in the arm, or spitting, coughing in front of her and probably just spitting on the floor the first couple of dates that you have with her is not something that she would be attracted to ultimately. Now, also when you're dating this woman, you want to be sure that you give her eye contact, because this is something that we look at. If a man's not giving us eye contact, we think maybe he's not into us, or maybe he's distracted by other things, and we tend to not take him seriously. Now, another thing that I've noticed too is men actually would make fun of your clothing. So I'm going to give you an example. Let's just say she's wearing a tropical dress with flowers, and you look at her and you're saying, ooh, you're looking tropical in that flower dress. Instead of just saying that's a beautiful dress on you, that would be 10 times more better than you saying, look at that tropical dress. Do you see the difference between the friend zone and actually kind of the courting period of showing her your interest? Now, this is okay if you're teasing her and you're trying to be flirty, but make sure that you've already given her compliments, and then you can say things like this when you go into just teasing and you're dating, basically. Now, conversations. I've seen so many conversations go wrong, and women come to me and say, he said this to me and I can't figure out if he likes me or if he just wants to be my friend or if he really has time for me, right? So some common things that I hear women say to me is, that men say to them, is, you remind me so much of my sister. I mean, come on, I don't really think I have to give an explanation behind that. Don't tell a woman that you remind her, that she reminds you of her sister or her mother. I mean, that's something that we don't want to hear. Also, we don't want to hear about your problems and you complaining about others. This is huge. Women look for a man that's going to provide security and is going to provide a safe zone for us. So you complaining and talking about your problems is not something that we like, because what happens in our mind, you get in the friend zone because that safe zone is not filled by you. Now, filling the conversations with sports. Yes, I get it. If she likes sports, then talk sports. But not a lot of women like sports. So don't fill the conversations always with sports because you don't have other things to talk about. Or asking her if she would ever be in a relationship, hook up with a guy friend because you think that you're in the friend zone. Well, this automatically puts you in the friend zone. Don't ask her if she's going to ever hook up with one of her guy friends, because then she thinks of you as you just want to hook up and maybe you're just a guy friend. So that's something to stay clear of. All right. Now, second tip, and this is when you're making the move. When I say making the move, this means when you know you're interested in her, you've already kind of courted her, and now you're going to try to just make the move, reel her in to be your girlfriend, and to kind of really have those conversations with her, but without feeling like a sucker, right? So I want to talk about the first thing, which is plans. Now, don't always make her make the plans, right? So you should step it up and show her you got ideas, and then let her pick out a couple of these ideas that you've proposed. So for example, if she told you that she would love to go horseback riding one day on the beach, or maybe even skydiving, or maybe just walking in a specific park that she's never been to before. These are key things that you want to pay attention to, and even sometimes things that you should ask on a date. Now, surprising her and doing one of these three things for a date is great. Now, also, proposing 3 different restaurants that she might like is also a great idea. Make sure that you're making the plans, and then she will come around and reciprocate. Conversations. This is big. Don't have surface level conversations, especially if you're interested in the woman. A woman that is looking to have a healthy partner, is looking to have a relationship, and typically most of the time is independent and has a lot going for her own, doesn't like surface level conversations. We like in-depth conversations. We want to get to know you. We want to get to know what your values are, how your values are aligned with ours. And we really want to get into who you truly are to see if we can get together and if we can be in a cordial and happy relationship. Surface level conversations will not only show her that you're unavailable, but it'll also show her that you may not be considered to be her partner. Now, let's talk about looks a little bit. When you're dating her, you want to make sure that you take the time to maybe smell good, look good, and be charismatic. Be as charismatic as you can and show up 110% every time you see her or take her out on a date. Now, don't just look like you've come off the courts from playing basketball and you're picking her up on a date. Don't do that. I know sometimes you can say, we're just gonna grab a coffee and it's gonna be casual. That's great. You can dress casual, you can be in your basketball shorts, you can be in sweatpants if you want. But the thing here is don't come off the basketball courts smelling and reeking sweat and just had an intense workout and then coming to pick her up on a date. Actually take the time to actually get prepped for your date, court her properly, show your charisma, and actually be attentive when it comes to your attraction. Women love when a man smells good. Why? Because it gives us something to remember. We are affectionate creatures. We are intimate creatures, and we love to have someone who is just going to make us feel wanted, right? So stimulating our mind by having those non-surface level conversations, and also leaving a lasting thought. A lasting thought can be by your scent. Next, body language. Don't be afraid to touch her. Maybe touch her hair and take it from the front of her face to behind her back slowly and just smile and say, "You're beautiful." You're not overly showing emotions, but you're showing her just enough to get her intrigued when you do something like that. Maybe grab her hand if you feel a connection and just let go after a while. Maybe softly brush it and hold it for a while at the dinner table, a good 5 seconds, and then pull away. There is so much you can do with just your eyes. Now, pay attention and make eye contact. Something that gets women all the time is when you're finished having a great conversation and you have that one moment of silence and you just stare at her in her eyes and you smile. That gets women all the time. Remember, women want you to make them feel something, attraction, a connection. This is how you get them. We don't just wake up one day and say, I think I just want to be with him. But we have to have some logic reasons of why we want to be with this man. We have to feel something. So this is important as well. A lot of women tell me, I don't know what he wants. And then they find themselves maybe responding to your text messages here and there, or going on casual dates with you here and there. And then they start dating other people, and then they end up being with that man. Has this ever happened to you? You're dating a girl, you're not 100%, but you do like her. You're not 100% with your intentions with her, but you end up liking her. And you're shy about getting your intentions out because maybe you have a fear of rejection. So then this woman starts dating someone else. And then a week goes by, she doesn't respond. A month goes by, she doesn't respond. And then all of a sudden you go on social media and you see her with someone else. Make your intentions clear from the beginning. This will not scare a woman away if she's ready for a relationship. And don't be terrified of rejection. I mean, think of it like this. You get cut, you put a Band-Aid on there, the cut goes away. You get a bruise on your ego, lasts maybe a day, 2, a week, depending on the situation, and it goes away. Don't be terrified of rejection. The more you put yourself out there and the more you stand ground in your charisma and your confidence, you will get that woman you're looking for. Spark the attraction. We want to always feel the connection. I hope you enjoyed my video, and please feel free to comment below and I will personally answer any questions you might have. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel below. Till next time, see you later.